Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Good morning, West Ranch. Before we start the show, we want to take some time to remember what happened on this very day in 2001.
17 years ago, 3 hijacked planes crashed into the World Trade Center in New York and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. Many lives were lost that day, not only the men and women working in these buildings, but also the first responders that died trying to save them.
Although many of us weren't alive during this tragedy, it's important to remember this day because it affected so many people and shaped our nation into what it is today. I'm Ananya.
And I'm Hannah Sullivan. Today is Tuesday, September 11, 2018, and West Ranch TV starts now.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Today is the last day for seniors to turn in their completed order form and down payment to Jostens for their cap and gown. The Jostens booth is located in front of the ASB office at brunch and lunch today.
After you order your cap and gown, you may want to start thinking about where you want to go after you graduate. UCSB is hosting an application workshop today from 3:30 to 7:30. Make sure to sign up with the links that Mrs. Reynoso sent to your email. If you could start school later, would you consider staying in after hours? Cyan brings us more on this new idea being proposed to schools across the nation.
Every day, students wake up and attend school. Currently, Senate Bill 328 may have a chance of getting passed. This bill prevents middle and high schools to start earlier than 8:30 a.m.
Well, I mean, that would mean no more first period, because if no classes could start until 8:30, then those that want a first period wouldn't even have that option, unfortunately. You know, get to school earlier, and then if they have a job in the afternoon or a COC class in the afternoon, you know, they can be done at a certain time to be able to go do other things.
The goal of this bill is to allow teens to sleep longer, prevent sleep deprivation, and have a possible cure for depression.
I don't believe it's actually going to affect any student mental or physical illnesses, because if the school day starts later, a lot of kids are just going to stay up later to do their homework or just hang out because they have the time to sleep in, so a lot of them are going to end up with the same amount of sleep that they started with before.
While waiting on a decision, we should be questioning if this helps our teens or causes more problems. For West Ranch TV, this has been Cyan Moon reporting.
What's up, cats? I'm here on campus to find out what students think about having an 8:30 start time. Let's go. If California instituted an 8:30 start time for their school day, how would you feel?
I'd be okay with it. I like starting later. That would be very ideal. That should happen.
And why?
Because I don't like waking up. Because I like to get home earlier.
So you're okay with having a first period?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want that because then I couldn't get out as early.
Then we would get out later.
Yeah, and why is that bad?
I like to get stuff done in the afternoon that's not related to school.
It would probably help those kids who wake up late and can barely get up for their period 2 and 3 classes.
Would starting school earlier at 8:30 conflict with your after-school schedule if you had to get out later?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have COC classes, I have work. I just have too much on my plate right now.
I mean, that'd be really nice because I like to sleep, but at the same time, you have to realize that you'd be staying later too. So it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Right, and how would that affect your after-school schedule?
I mean, it just means I'd be staying up later because I'd have to push everything back, all my after-school activities.
All right, well, it's clear to see that some students would like to sleep later, so that's all for me. Let's take it back to the studio.
Thank you, Cyan and Hannah, for giving us a closer look at this new school schedule.
It's often a struggle to get out of bed in the morning to make it to your period 1 class, but if you're always there and on time, your name could be entered into a drawing to win 2 movie tickets in honor of September Attendance Awareness Month. There will be one winner from each class, and they will be announced on West Ranch TV at the end of the month. Perfect attendance isn't the only way you can go the extra mile. Angel is here with NHS in the studio to tell us how to achieve great things in academics.
Thanks, Ananya. I'm here in the studio with Tina Huang from NHS to give us more information on the application process. Tina, when are applications due and how can new members turn it in?
New member applications are due tomorrow by the end of lunch in room 503. New members have to turn in a signed newsletter and a teacher recommendation form, as well as fill out the Google Forms. Returning members do not have to turn in anything or fill out the Google Forms.
And how can NHS members get service hours?
Service hours, we have a whole list of approved events already on our website. However, if you want to get an event approved, you must contact our Vice President of Volunteerism before the actual event begins, and it has to be approved before you actually do the event.
Thank you so much for coming down, Tina. Now let's take it back to Ananya.
Thank you, Angel. If you haven't taken your senior portraits yet, they will only be accepted if they are taken no later than the end of October. Make sure to book your appointment with O'Connor Photography to make it into the yearbook before it's too late.
The 4-on-4 flag football intramural activity is today. See Coach Garcia and Coach Conrad in front of the ASB office at brunch if you are interested. The Key Club is having a meeting today in room 308. If you are an upperclassman, your meeting is at brunch, while underclassmen will be meeting at lunch. Freshmen interested in joining Key Club should come to the lunch meeting to get more information.
In sports news, girls golf is teeing off against V League at Hanson Dam at 2, and girls varsity tennis will hit it off with Saugus at the Ranch at 3. Girls volleyball will be hitting it off against Valencia here, varsity at 5:30 and JV at 4:15. Make sure to come out and cheer on our Wildcat sports teams today. Make sure you come out to the quad tomorrow at brunch, as SOS will be here to give us a sneak peek at this year's homecoming festivities.
That's right, Ananya. They will be playing music and giving away prizes.
To give SOS extra time, we will not be having West Ranch TV tomorrow.
Have a great day, Wildcats. See you on Thursday. I'm Hannah Sullivan.
And I'm Ananya Marothra.